So if we are heading into trial number 5, let's see. A little bit of Sayaka in my life. A little bit of Hina by my side. I'm really glad Hifumi went and died. I don't have anything else. Yeah, trial number 5. Let's get it. Yeah, I guess technically we're still in the investigation. But we're, you know, for all intents and purposes about to, yep, we're right in front of the red door. So it's been a few weeks since I've, oh god. Byakuya and Makoto showed up together. Okay, so while we're here on Byakuya, I need to review the truth bullets because it has been about 2 weeks since I've played, I believe. So we don't even technically know who the victim is, right? Because the body blowed up. Victim had been stabbed a single time. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. Okay. So my prevailing theory is that it is the 16th student, right? Because we have that mark on the hand, right? The tattoo, yeah. So we know that that's the bomb that came from the Monokuma doll. Let's see. All right, so let's review this. 7 a.m. Makoto wakes up. 7:30. Makoto and Hina arrive in the dining hall. Makoto meets the others in the gym. They dissect the doll. Toko is told to find the pickaxe in the garden when she discovers the body. Okay, and Byakuya stated that there is no corpse in the garden just after nighttime last night, so it can be assumed the murder must have taken place sometime after that. Wait, what does the bottom part say? He, Hiro, Toko, and Hina were in the gym the entire night. None of them were alone. Okay. Okay, and that's right. Kyoko wears gloves. Forgot. Okay, so that's enough before we get into that. My prevailing theory is that Byakuya did it, because I think it would be really interesting if he was the murderer this time around. Makoto was ranked high enough for you guys to go off together. So sorry that was a bit long to review the evidence. I just really wanted to catch my bearings again on this case.
Hey. What?
He'll be here any second. Boing. When I imagined what was about to happen, I immediately tensed up and prepared myself. But Monokuma never showed up. Oh.
Why?
Interesting.
Could it be?
Maybe he died again. Oh, there he is.
What? Come on.
Why'd you waste my time and make me wait like that? Wow, no regard for anybody else, huh? You're the ones making me wait. Just get on the ding-dang elevator, guys.
Words.
Oh, Kyoko, yeah. I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay if I punish the one making us all wait, right? Don't. If we all agree it's a violation, I'll arrange a punishment right now.
Hey.
Hey, it's Kyoko. She's here. She's alive. Also, how's the mix now that some louder music kicked in? Hoping that the mix sounds fine, that I'm not too loud in comparison to it. Mix is good. Could it be a ghost?
What?
Still have a little bit of a cough. There's no particular penalty for
Is
being
that
late.
right?
You're so selfish, so spoiled. There's no penalty officially, but I bet you'll be sorry later. I'll make sure you're sorry later. Hustle your butts onto the elevator. Kyoko! Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that counts as dead if she's standing right here in front of us, right?
Indeed.
Of course I didn't die. I'm so glad you're okay. Oh yeah, y'all were just assuming it was Kyoko, right? I never did. I never thought it was her.
Let's go.
Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial. I agree. Master, wait for me. Good call. I thought he was going to say good call calling him master again. Who knows what might happen if we take too long. But I couldn't help myself. I had to make everyone else wait even longer. Where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you?
Correct.
Went to investigate the second floor of the dorms.
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. I also missed the announcement.
Whew.
I had no idea a body had been discovered.
So,
I finished my search and came back down just in time to hear the class trial announcement. Took some time to go over the crime scene first, of course. Can't go into a trial completely uninformed.
however,
That's what the key you found goes
Wrong.
to? No.
in other words,
I use Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in this school. Interesting.
Just a second.
Makoto.
Right now, I just want to focus on surviving our current situation. This is probably the single most crucial moment so far for me. That is a weird way to put it.
Goodbye.
She finds something out about herself. You're definitely not overthinking what she said. Being the last one left, I stepped onto the elevator. And the doors slid shut. This time, the clunking sound was loud enough to hurt my ears, and the dread began to consume me once again. We just stood there, silent and still. Doors opened without warning, a dazzling light. But it wasn't the illuminating light of hope. Is the courtroom different? It was the blinding light of despair. Oh, God.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
The color scheme. I feel like it's been forever. You know, it's been a couple weeks, at least, for me. Time for pointless jokes and jabs has passed.
Chills! Chills! Kills!
Let's get on with the show. So the curtain opened for the 5th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Yeah, sure. Do I have any new skills? I don't think I do. Nope. Okay. Guess we're good. Bump, 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 bump,
Let's
ba-da.
begin with a basic explanation of if you can figure, then I'll punish. Okay.
Yep,
Well then,
we know.
let's discuss the specifics of the victim. First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
It's Kyoko. There's no other explanation.
Shut up.
But Kyoko's standing right there.
I thought it was Kyoko that said that at first.
No, that's a ghost.
But she has legs and stuff.
Ghosts can have legs.
Well, that's just because she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
There's a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Thank you, Byakuya.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right?
Makoto, sweet baby boy. That's already. Look with your eyes.
Then let's compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
Her traits?
What important trait that Kyoko has that proves the body doesn't belong to her? I mean, Kyoko's face proves that Kyoko's here, right?
Shoot!
Oh no, that actually did damage to me. There goes my perfect trial.
I got it! I'm talking about her gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery.
Damn
I'm
it,
sure of it.
anyone can wear some damn
In
gloves.
that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
And would you happen to know the answer?
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Oh, you know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion. I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
I really think this line of logic and questioning is stupid. Oh dear.
That
Okay, hold on. I need to look up the difference between the fake nails and tattoo. The body was wearing notably long fake nails, and the body had a tattoo of a dog on the back right hand. Okay. I should also probably look up exploded body analysis just because. There it is. Explosion has burnt the upper half of the body beyond recognition. The upper half of the body remained on fire and had to be extinguished. Because of this, the upper half was soaking wet, while the bottom half remained dry. Okay, so the bottom half of the body was dry. That was one of the things I needed to know about for the when of it all. Got it.
okay? Then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
Is it this? No.
Shoot!
That
My brain isn't
Kyoko
working.
there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They
Oops.
got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
Okay, so I guess it's fake nails for the gloves. It wasn't wearing gloves then, because
That Kyoko.
technically
Okay, then prove it.
The dead body
wearing the
wasn't
gloves would
wearing
kind of
gloves.
mess with the nails, right?
She was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
There we go.
No,
All right,
it's wrong.
brain working now. I took a nap today, my annual nap. I never sleep during the day,
There's no way the corpse was wearing gloves.
but I was so tired earlier and I just had to. So my brain is still a little foggy, I guess, from, waking up 5 hours ago.
Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember? I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain.
Literally.
Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails. Don't you think?
Damn, Makoto sounding smarter than me right now? What the?
Jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
If anyone doesn't know women, it's you.
Damn, got him.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
Which should have been obvious since she's
Okay, so then.
Oops.
Who's the real victim? First, we need to figure that out.
That's the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
So it's Hiro's fault that I've already taken 2 points of damage then. By the way, wouldn't it be wild? I'm just going to call a shot right here. Kyoko takes her gloves off to reveal her hands, and she has that same, like, dog tattoo that she was also a part of that soldier program. Alright, well, I feel like this should probably be an easier one.
If Kyoko really is still alive.
Oh my
Then who
god,
died?
fuck off.
There's gotta be some way to figure it out. I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition.
That's
and
true.
There wasn't any description in the Monokuma file. Well, if we can't identify the body,
Then there's
Maybe
nothing else
there.
we can do, right?
Maybe tattoo on the right hand to identify the body, right? Yeah, that seems
Kyoko
correct.
really is.
Then who died?
there's gotta be. I don't think so. The face was scorched, and there wasn't any description. Well, if we can't identify the body,
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Alright, that one went way smoother for me. I'm not looking forward to the
There
bullet
was
time
one
sequence,
clue
though.
left behind that we can use to identify the body.
what? For real?
If you're lying, you'll die a cruel and unusual death.
I mean, if I'm lying and get caught, we all will, right?
Cruel and unusual death. This I gotta see.
She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about.
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Oh, yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh? Is this a dog?
Good dog.
Her master must have made her get it. To be like, you're my bitch.
Wow, what a line read. The first time she swore in her whole life.
Seriously? They really did something that humiliating?
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
Oh, really?
We compare the tattoo to other information we have. Oh, here we go. Female knows the ultimate soldier. Every member of Fenrir gets a tattoo somewhere on their body to represent their member in the group.
I got it!
Should be that.
The Fenrir Mercenary Corps. That's the name of the military group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
Okay, so
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Fenrir?
The image that represents Fenrir is... Oh, God. Oh, God. This. Okay. Dog. D-O-G. Wolf. Wolf.
Now I understand.
That was a pretty easy one.
The representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
Ah, woo!
Fenrir, the wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge world-ending wolf beast. He's the child of the trickster god Loki, and a female giant.
Damn, Loki.
man, after all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
A wolf tattoo. Then that means...
Exactly. The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf, which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir.
So fairly recently, within the last couple months, my wife and I played God of War 2018. and thoroughly enjoyed it. But there was like one little twist right at the very end that kind of like blew our minds, and I'll leave it at that.
So it must have been Mukuro.
What?
Hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right.
Absolutely right.
Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Oh, okay, that's what we're right
Are you
about.
saying the mastermind is dead? And now we have to have a cool-ass trial?
No. It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
Yeah, I never thought it was them.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place.
The ultimate misdirect.
After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description. All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier. If I remember correctly, that other information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
So that means Kyoko got it wrong?
Then who
Damn.
was she?
For the first time ever.
Who was Mukuro Ikusaba? She's been gone this whole time, and when she finally turns up, she gets killed.
I wonder if we ever get to actually see her face.
Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
I agree.
So you're saying she wasn't an important character? Which would mean she was the same as us. Just another participant.
What did I say? The ultimate misdirect.
Then who's the real mastermind?
Monokuma's like, it me?
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
My information was not wrong.
Oh?
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost.
Ooh, trying to change the subject.
Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this.
Okay, I'll remember.
No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
Damn. It's a shame he's gonna be the guilty one here.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation. Now then, just so nobody's confused, let me state this one more time for the record.
I am glad that we get to hear the Monokuma theme here tonight. The trials don't often lend themselves to the Monokuma theme.
The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place. Hammer that point straight into your big ol' brains!
Except for you, Makoto. You have a little old brain.
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Yes! Fuck's sake.
Wait, no. There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all along.
You know, he might not actually be wrong.
Nope. There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
Seriously? Then one of us killed Mukuro?
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
He's gonna say, like, Kyoko and Makoto, right?
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
Makoto and Kyoko, just like I said, right?
I got it! You've narrowed it down to Kyoko and me, right?
Why do you say that?
Allow me to explain. Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there. So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden.
The murder must have taken place after 7:30, right? Because part of the body was dry.
However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
That's right. The four of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole time we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. All of which is to say, The four of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis.
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
She's like, damn, logical.
Exactly so.
I can't let this stand. Somehow I have to clear my name.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
I was sick.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place.
Okay, sounds good.
Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at, well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
I can do you one better, or 7:30 better.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body? Oh, but what time did we find the body?
It's about 9
The one
a.m.,
who
right?
saw the body first was Toko, right? And she went to go get the pickaxe.
I got it! The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
It pays to read the clues, folks. Oh yeah, didn't he say she has 1 minute to get up there and get it?
He's right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? That was around... Oh yeah! Right around 7.
Aha! How
I remember
convenient.
checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
I don't need one. That's so convenient and perfect. All right, this I already know how to argue this one. Sprinklers, there it is.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
Oh no, I hit the wrong
That's
button.
more than enough time to commit murder, I should think. So Makoto, if you have any
Objections now would be the time.
All right. It's got to be sprinklers at 7:30, right?
Somewhere between 10 o'clock at night.
Wait, it could be. Oh, I think I need to present it at 10 o'clock.
And 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto.
Yeah, from 10 to 7:30.
That's more than enough time.
So Makoto,
If you have any
objections now would be the time.
Oh man, that's making me think I need to present it at
We've
7:30.
established a time frame.
See, the issue here is that I know exactly how to word the argument, but I don't know if the game wants me to present it at 10 o'clock or 7:30, right? Because technically I wouldn't need an alibi for 10 o'clock because of the dry body. But also I could say, hey, the sprinklers go on at 7:30 and the body was dry. So it's like,
It
which
took place
one?
Somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Because, and also technically 7:30 is after 10 o'clock at night, right? So it's like, that also technically is a true statement.
Yep,
Even if
and
it's
Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of
not
that.
super true.
10 o'clock to 7:30.
I'm gonna just try this. No! Fuck, it's 10 o'clock.
Shoot.
Gosh dang it.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock.
There. Fuck. I figured I probably should. But I saw the 7:30. I was like, you know what? Why don't I just present it
Actually,
here?
The murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
It had to have taken place way later.
See, that's what I said. Like, I knew the logic. I knew how to word it. I just didn't know what the game exactly wanted.
And what makes you say that?
Because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right? So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been completely soaked.
Oh, hold on. I remember this part perfectly. The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? How?
Because it's you.
Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet?
Oh, God.
Such a decent word.
Oh, no. Wow. That is a line.
No,
What do you mean? By denying the sprinkler, are you trying to deny my entire existence?
Yeah, that was a shocking line.
Man, you're totally wacko.
And not just for that, for the last thing you said, too.
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler, you'd better tell us why.
Okay. Oh, no. Is this... Okay. Oh, no. It's bullet time. Shit. I hate this. I gotta count.
I admit nothing. I hate
2
you.
and
No, no,
3
no.
and
I
4
don't know
and
anything.
1.
Hold on. Are you
2
trying to
and
blame
3
me?
and 4.
I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything. Hold on. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything.
Oh, wow. That was quick.
How can you say it wasn't the sprinkler?
They didn't have one of those... They didn't have one of those blind segments for me. Wow. I was
Just
sitting there
remember
counting
what
like...
the body was like after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers.
I was sitting there counting like, okay, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And I didn't even need it this time.
The
I did
top
get
half
lucky.
Of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry.
God, I cannot get that line out of my head. The mouth down south. Whew.
If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal maniac!
Seriously, what the fuck, Toko? Yep. Agreed.
I'm so sick of her.
That is like, that might have dethroned the previous worst thing I've ever heard about a similar topic.
Let's just move on.
Years ago, my bad movie crew, we pulled up a Twilight spoof called Taint Light, and it's legitimately one of the worst movies I've ever seen. But in it, you know, there's the Edward vampire and the Bella style character, and one character called her Niagara Falls Crotch, and that was one of the worst sentences any of us had ever heard, and I think this tops it.
The reason only the top half was wet was because while the body was still on fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half.
The disrespect shown to this body.
Oh, then I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
Yo, S. Kennedy, if you have the essay thread handy, I would love to see what that original, what the original translation of that was directly from Japanese.
But
That one
Makoto's
line,
alibi
if you
was
can
only
find
missing
it.
From 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning, right?
If it's not too difficult to find that exact line. Hey, nice, already on it. Okay. Are you going to say it's not the body, but my lower mouth that's dripping wet? I won't acknowledge such a dirty insult. Okay, so close, but God, the localization team, the mouth down south. Holy shit.
there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
Also, thanks for reading my mind on finding that line.
In which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
She's like, I refuse to believe it. Kyoko murdered someone? That's...
I'd just like to say one thing.
Okay.
If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever.
Oh.
Which is why I can't let that happen.
She's not saying she didn't do it, though.
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone.
Ooh, interesting. Well, now she says it, but originally she didn't. The way that was worded was...
This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
A trap?
We're this far into the game, and now you decide to blame me? Stop wasting time! Stop wasting energy! You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Shut up, you!
I also love the fourth wall break of we're this far into the game.
You got it, boss! Shutting up now!
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Oh?
Huh? She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything. So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko? But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all. And as a result, we were forced into another trial. Something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
Interesting.
So, that was her motive?
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation
Damn.
is still insufficient.
Still trying to pin it on me?
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
Oh, right. There was a tarp, wasn't there? Hold on. There was a tarp, right? Tarp was hidden among the other items in the tool shed. One side was wet and filthy with mud and grime. The other side was completely clean and dry.
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
But wait, if one side is wet, and they're saying it's from the sprinkler, wouldn't the other side have blood on it? If it was used to cover the body?
Interesting. I'm listening.
All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
Because there'd be blood on it, right?
I got it! You're talking about the tarp, aren't you?
It's a tarp.
You catch on quick. You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water. In fact, that's exactly what the killer did.
I don't think so.
The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that. Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water. The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean. This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
I hope I'm not overthinking it with
Why
that.
would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
But then who would have moved the tarp? Makoto's one of the last ones in there, right? Why would she want to make me look like the killer? Well, anyone but her, right? Yeah, blood. Okay.
Something's not right.
All right, so I was right on that. I have to present the tarp at the tarp. Right?
Like,
Hold on. Exploded body. The upper half of the body remained on fire. Had to be... Okay. Bits of charred debris near the body. It should be noted that the bomb, which had been removed from Monokuma in the gym and disappeared. Okay. What's the other...
the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side...
Body before the explosion. Okay, let me read this real quick. A knife had been thrust in the abdomen. There were blood stains around the wound. The body had stopped bleeding, but the blood was still wet. Okay. Okay. All right, all right, all right, all right.
It's because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water.
Oh, no. I got greedy.
Shoot!
I messed up.
Covering the body killer prevents.
So the reason that
It's because the sprinkler...
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally...
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
There we go. I should have waited. I'm a dingus.
Actually, one side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it. Because the blood wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right?
The disrespect,
Yakuya
man.
said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they'd used it.
If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
Oh, yeah, true.
More than that, what if
Dingus.
the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage?
Oh?
What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
Interesting.
You mean someone else's blood? Where would they get something like that?
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office.
Oh, wasn't that used in a trial already?
That's what Hifumi did, right?
Yeah.
When he pretended to be dead?
No, that's not what happened this time.
No, the developers, the writers of this game wouldn't use the same trick twice.
The killer got the blood.
Oh, shoot. Oh, wait. What's this? Bloody duct tape along the arrows, or is a wadded all ball of duct tape? Where was the locker? Oh, the chicken, right? Oh, shit.
I got it! Could it have been chicken blood?
Oh, God. Okay.
What? Chicken blood?
I was wondering how the chicken was going to come into play.
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens.
Interesting.
But after the murder, there were only 4.
Hero got hungry?
So, you're saying someone killed a chicken and then covered the body with its blood? Man, that's messed up.
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
Oh, God. I was just joking about the eating thing.
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around. Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense.
Also, if you kill a chicken, she was concerned about killing a living thing to do that, but it's like somebody killed the person.
You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right? But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body. But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it.
We have bloody duct tape.
The ground was completely clean.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange.
Unless they just set up duct tape all around.
Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
I mean, that's possible.
Covered it beforehand?
When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
I think so. Wait, no.
Oh,
The head was through the
it's
neck hole,
backwards.
but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
I never noticed
Then
that actually.
settles it.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping. What settles what?
I love Hina's two faces here. The one that's like frowning and the other one that's just blissfully unaware and smiling.
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off,
Okay.
but the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp. Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body, the coat they'd already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred. They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Huh?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. They'd be done in no time.
Maybe. But still.
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Where did I go?
Then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
That's
Damn.
not-
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
Damn. What if Makoto did do it and then we spend the rest of the game playing as Kyoko? What if he like blacked out or something because he was sick and dreaming, having kind of like visions and nightmares and stuff? He did envision that person, Murkuro, right? That would be so cool if that was actually a thing. Disguised dead body.
Well then, it looks like we're back to square one. Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
For serious, man? Which one of them did it? Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin. 50-50 odds.
Oh!
I'm trying to think of a game that like did such a thing. The only thing I can think of that comes close is Metal Gear Solid 2, where you spend the first like segment of the game playing as Solid Snake, then all of a sudden you're Raiden.
See? Pretty good idea, right?
No, not that. I just remembered something super serious.
And from what I remember, like their marketing before MGS2 came out, like only showed Snake. Like they only showed stuff from the tanker section. And then all of a sudden, like, surprise, you're Raiden. And people were like, wait, what? I think by the time I played MGS2, like, I knew that it was a different character that you played as in it. So, like, the twist didn't, like, get to me so much. But, like, the balls on them to do that, man. I think the game is better for it because you get to, like, examine the character of Solid Snake through a different character, and plus the story gets so batshit insane that like it would only fit with a different character.
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
With the whole nano machines running haywire in his brain kind of thing. Oh, hang on. I have a visitor.
So this is smoked applewood geary.
Smoked applewood what?
Geary? It's like G-Y-U-R-E. We don't know how to say it.
No, not Jupiter.
These are
Brie.
Parmesan. No, these are Parmesan pita chips.
Is this turning into a mukbang stream?
And this is prosciutto.
Prosciutto. She came over and brought a gabagool. Hey, can you bring me an Oktoberfest?
Are they in the garage?
Yeah.
Need a mug?
Nope. My wife just brought me cheese and crackers and a gabagool. I did the Italian hand thing when I said that. Also, please don't redeem a Jupiter today. There's a second dog over here, and with how long it took the kid to go to sleep, I don't want to bring both the dogs in here. The gabagool came from Aldi.
There's also Gouda.
Oh, but Gouda's really good too. We don't always have Gouda. Oh, it's Munster. Okay, yeah, we always have Munster. Bye, honey. Bye, gabagool. All right, I'll eat the cheese and crackers later. I don't wanna turn this into a mukbang stream, like I said. Yeah, Gouda's really good, but no, it's just Munster, which Munster's still really good too. But yeah, we have it all the time. Like Munster is like the cheese of our house, basically. It's really good, like on warmer sandwiches. Like a grilled cheese with Munster is like god tier, man. I vowed I would never eat on stream, but that might change here in a little bit. But I'm gonna, for the time being, I'm gonna just move on. Don't just stand there. Out with it.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
Yeah.
The one we found stuck in the body before it exploded, right?
Everyone list your favorite cheese. And your least favorite cheese. I've never had Lumburger cheese. Isn't that the really stinky one that always was in like the cartoons?
According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back. So, what about it?
Anyone want to have a Lumburger and durian party?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before. That's what I thought when I first saw it. I just remembered.
I've never had durian either. Yeah, goat cheese. Goat cheese isn't my favorite. Provolone for a favorite. Provolone's pretty good. It has its uses. Yeah, goat cheese, it's very much a texture thing.
It's the knife we gave to Makoto?
You don't seem surprised.
Sorry, I muted for a second because I was chewing cheese. Scamorza? I have never even heard of that style of cheese.
Then why did you hide that fact?
It's not that I hid it. It's just...
I couldn't be sure of what actually happened last night. I thought maybe I really did kill her.
Suspicious. Very suspicious indeed.
Wait, that body, that figure did not have the long nails. I don't know if that's just because he was delusional or what.
The knife we found stuck in the body came from Makoto. Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
That's a lot of percents. Considering up till now, I should be able to make it clear. I have to prove I didn't murder anyone. I don't know, bud.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
I haven't seen a single
Just
thing here
because
yet.
I had the knife once? That automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question.
There's a head wound
Took
too,
that
right?
knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
All right, so we have gave to Makoto and stabbed, right? All right, so what was the disguised body one? Murder took place before the sprinklers were turned on. Suspect covered the body with a tarp to prevent it from getting wet. Later, when they removed the tarp, the suspect placed the white jacket on the body. The jacket removed the trail of blood, blah, 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 blah. It's like mozzarella, but just better and more intense. My grandma used to pronounce mozzarella like mozzarella. Okay, what else do we have? Fragments near the body. Should we know that the bomb which had been removed from Monokuma in the gym had disappeared? And what was it? Exploded body analysis?
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before,
That seals it. Just because I had the that automatically makes me the.
well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question. You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
I mean, the Jupiter Redeem would come with a bonus dog, but I'm also saying, like, please don't redeem the Jupiter because I'm afraid of waking up the baby because of multiple dogs running around in the hallways to get to my room. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it.
What's the exploded body analysis again? Upper eye was burnt. Okay.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question. You took that knife of yours and killed her.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have
Do I
that
need
knife
to-
before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once.
Hold on, I'm trying to logic here. Okay, so I think what might be my out is, but see, why wouldn't they give me the Monokuma file, right? Because the body could have been stabbed after it was dead. It could have been the hit with the metal pipe, right, that killed it.
That automatically makes.
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, so there's no question. You took that knife of yours and killed her.
But I also don't think I should
Horrible man you
present
are.
disguised dead body to getting stabbed.
The knife we found lodged in the.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did
Oh, well,
have
I guess I
that
don't have it
knife
anymore.
before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically.
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question. You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
I'm trying so hard to figure out like what I need to present where. It feels like it should be so easy because there's only 2 locations, right?
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then
That seals it. Just because I had the knife, that automatically.
well, getting stabbed is what killed.
Hey, I got it. Okay. Whew.
Wait, hold on. The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro.
Got it.
That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
Lies! We never talked about what killed her!
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp, and then put the bloody coat on it, right? In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Okay, fine. So what?
So, when we discovered the body, the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body. Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to cover it up.
Wow, what a dingus. Alright, yeah, that one's easy.
I got it! The
See, that's what I was
Monokuma
looking at
file
before.
clearly states that there was only one stab wound.
Oh yeah, it sure did. Totally forgot about that.
Barely ever right. Yeah.
Then the knife.
Was just another piece of camouflage. They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her. Exploding
The bomb.
body afterward was probably meant to do the same thing.
Poor Toko. Look at her go.
The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her. It was all the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonate. They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kind of goes back to the beginning, but what's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden like that?
Aha, well at least we know what was the
If you
thing.
bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
Damn.
Well, if you're so smart, just tell me.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic level spontaneous combustion.
Hero. Also, speaking of explosions, I saw Oppenheimer the other day. It was very, very good.
I might be dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
She could have stopped after I might be dumb.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell her or we won't make any headway on this.
Would it be the fragments?
I got it!
Okay,
After
looks
the
like it.
explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right?
Hero posts conspiracy theories on Twitter. Yeah. They get retweeted by Elon Musk
That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
with quotes like, he's onto something.
Huh? You know, I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
Hero X Elon Musk AU. Let's go.
That's only natural. Because, of
Concerning,
course,
yes. That's what he does, yeah.
We saw the same thing when we dismantled
Looking into
Monokuma.
this. Perfection.
It's part of a bomb.
A boom.
Oh! Then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
Anyway, the culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute. They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto.
Removing the ability to block Hero.
And the only one who would benefit from that is the only other possible suspect. You, Kyoko.
Kyoko didn't even know about the bomb, did she?
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
That's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
Fine. I have no problem with that. Let us continue the debate. It won't change the facts of the case regardless.
We need to determine what ultimately killed the victim. Okay. Oh shit, only the Monokuma file. Also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. Okay.
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The
Okay.
explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that,
Wait, does this say the back of the head? It just says struck in the head. Is that one word? The fact that he said back of the head?
the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Well, those are old though, right?
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim.
See, the thing is, Monokuma file doesn't disprove what Hiro says, right? I mean, she was hit in the head. The other wounds thing, I feel like I should point at, but at the same time, it's like I'm just kind of put off by the fact that he said back of the head when I completely don't remember. I completely don't remember like where the head wound was.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well,
Yeah.
she was up.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right?
Unless I'm
There's
supposed
only one
to-
other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the... That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
I might need to put hit on the back of the head and present it at we don't know what killed her, because we need that to be what killed her, right?
The victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Because that's what Makoto's pointing at here in the little hint section, right?
Then
That's what
shall
I'm
we
gonna try to
continue
do.
the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be.
Hey, there we go. I can think sometimes.
Mukuro died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
What about the wounds all over the rest of her body? They didn't have anything to do with it?
They were old, right?
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Thank you. I did my best. I used that gray matter between my ears.
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
But then, what was the murder weapon?
The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object, about as thick as a metal pipe.
Oh, I bet it was the pickaxe.
Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Wild theory. A set of titanium arrows is found in the dojo locker. Along with the arrows, there's a wadded up ball of duct tape. Was the murder weapon those arrows taped together? That's crazy if so.
How is that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
No way! The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power. I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
Okay, I know I said I was never going to be eating during a stream, and I've been eating, but I've been muting ever since. But I had to unmute for holy shit. That face with her saying like, "Let's test out hitting you in the head with a metal pipe." Holy shit, Toko's on fire today.
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with a metal end and call it an accident.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground, and spit on it.
Ugh.
I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same page this time.
He wants to scoop out his own brain, throw it on the ground, and spit on it. Gross, dude. Also, have y'all ever seen the movie Pi? I did not like the movie Pi, but I cannot stop thinking about the brain scene.
Seriously?
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
Yeah, there ain't nothing up there.
We already know? I knew we could count on you, Master.
Mister.
So what was it?
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto. Surely you've deduced the real murder weapon?
I got it! Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with something. And that's what killed her.
Damn, I guess it really was all the arrows taped together.
And that something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
Arrow. That's what the culprit attacked Mukuro with?
Indeed. There's no doubt about it.
Are you sure? That sounds kind of weird.
Pi is a movie that's, I think, 85 minutes long and felt like it was 2 hours long when I watched it. Granted, it was like probably about 10 years ago that I saw it.
Hey! How dare you backtalk, Master? You have no right!
But it's a film that has several scenes that like stick out in my mind that still haunt me to this day.
I'm not back-talking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
There's one more thing about the weapon. One more secret. Duct tape. Woo!
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
Ah, got it.
You're right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon.
So for all the dingus moves I've made earlier today, like some of these I'm like on a roll with.
Another weapon?
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled up wad of duct tape. The killer probably used this duct tape to bind multiple arrows together.
Also, this is about to be a really long trial. Like, we are about an hour and almost an hour and 15 minutes in since I've been recording today.
Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe.
And we are not even close to figuring out the end of this thing.
And that's exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks. One stick is weak, but put them together, and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
Damn. Thanks, Toko.
Damn, that's harsh.
How is it harsh? Are you even listening?
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon. As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker, it was you, Kyoko.
I've never been to the dojo.
Oh no, you absolutely have.
How can you say that with such confidence?
Because we have proof, of course. Don't we, Makoto?
Isn't it the wood block? That's one of the ones I didn't read up. Wood block decoration was found in Kyoko's room. It looks like it's actually the key to one of the lockers in the dojo, unless it was planted there.
Oh,
What's the matter?
Unless Byakuya put it there. He did have her key after all, right?
Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer.
Aha. Starting to... I mean, I already was kind of swayed, but that's another piece of evidence in the Byakuya did it corner.
You know what will happen if you do, don't you? If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to. The death of us all, remember?
AKA a game over.
of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
I got it!
Got it.
The one thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is right here. The key to the dojo locker.
And how does that prove anything?
Because I found it in your room.
It was in my room?
Don't bother trying to play dumb.
Aha.
The key is just the final piece of the puzzle.
Come on, Kyoko.
Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime. This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
Methinks he doth protest too much.
Hold on a second.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
No, it's not that I want to defend her. It's just, there's one more thing I need to ask her.
Oh? Is Makoto about to do something smart?
Kyoko, I want you to tell me something. Last night, you were in my room, weren't you?
Ooh.
Why? What were you doing there? That's what I need to know.
I was just protecting you.
Ooh.
What?
She knew I was being attacked. And she came to my rescue. Could that be when? She killed someone for me?
That's enough. The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
Ooh, a verdict is close at hand, huh?